So the brief for me was to create some new shots for Elizabeth for the cover of her debut album. It was a really kind of big insight for me to discover that this clearly wasn't all about her. And she'd explained about her project, and I understood she was recording some of the works of a classical composer from the early 20th century, a man named Samuel Coleridge Taylor. And a real strong desire to honour and celebrate not only his music but what he stood for. So it seemed like a real labour of love mission. I knew that through the images we created, we somehow had to bring an essence of him. He had to be sort of present and shine through in some way. So I started to do a little research and I was looking at photographs of him. I mean, what stood out, I guess, was his expression. And it's quite usual for portraits of that era to be quite rigid and untelling of the character. Yet underneath that, I could really see a softness and a kindness in his eyes. It's subtle, but it's there, and I guess I knew that's what we had to create, that balance of vulnerability and strength. So I had all these kind of descriptive words, and these words were kind of romantic, sensual, strong, evocative, engaging, not too polished, not too rigid, stylized but not sterile. And I think it's good to hold on to these words during the photo shoot because I guess they're an anchor. They anchor us to the visual that we want to create. Yeah, I can really, really remember actually the moment where I knew that, the magic had happened. I knew then we'd captured what we'd set out to do.